Okay, you keep mine and I'll look for an alternate entrance. I need torches. We're in the fetal form.
Do you think we're supposed to find this with an axe or a pickaxe?
You can't mine with your pick.
Oh. Wait, do you have TNT?
Is that wood?
Wait, alright, do you have TNT?
No, repeat.
Alright, I'm spawning it. I don't care what it is. I have a leg and children.
Fair enough. I'm not even going to argue. Just break it. Just break it.
No, I want to blow this thing up with stuff.
No, just break it. Just break it. You suck. Stop, you're going to kill me.
Run back. Oh my god, this thing is TNT proof. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to. Yeah, this thing is TNT proof.
Yeah, dude, just break it. Punch it. Dude, you want my chest? Stop.
Cut it there.
Just punch it.
Break a chest plate.
That's my chest. That's my chest. Okay, that's enough. End your game over.
Alright, we're back. Oh, here. Oh, I brought our children. Your children. Oh god, I fell
Yeah. I did the exact same thing.
I was like, oh, I brought our children. Here.
Level of consciousness, all of that. But Mr. Fitzsimmons, I appreciate you joining us and talking about
Hey,
this.
Infrared, where are you? I'm our children.
I'm near the top floor. I'm gonna keep going up.
Stephenville, Ohio is sharply divided.
Staircase stop.
Talking to people, or at least trying to talk to them, I guess, and you're joining us.
Oh, wait, here. There's a child. Here's the children.
Sandra, this is not only a story of an alleged sadistic rape, but also a nexus of social media and high school football. And that's because Steubenville, Ohio is a high school football hotbed, and the two young men arrested for allegedly raping a girl were high school football stars.
Oh, we made it in. Or almost in.
The Big Red, Steubenville High School Big Red football team is a big deal here. They won 3 state championships in this football match state. They had 2 undefeated seasons recently, and their coach is absolutely a legend here. The coach's name is Reno Shepka. He is such a legend, he's been here for decades, that the 10,000-seat stadium, which is a huge size...
There's going to be a ball at the top right up there. There's a
ball. The 2 young men who've been arrested for the alleged rape...
You need to come to the place over here. How do you get out of it?
2 other football players were in the room.
Accidentally right-click on
I love you all.
And they were not spent. They played...
Your uncle did this to you.
And kill our children. Kill our children.
You still got the play disruptor while you were in your house.
Okay, I'm at the very top. There's nothing here.
Getting scared.
Hey, get over here. There's nothing here.
I wanted to ask you about your players and your team. When you heard about this case, did you take any action?
Whoa! Infrared!
You said there's nothing. Yeah, I did the same thing.
If you took any action with those football
Hey, what if this thing is a trap?
Doors.
told us to talk to the superintendent.
Door.
We called the superintendent, we talked to the wife, he said he would call us back. He didn't really call us back. So it's clear that there are many authority figures here in Steubenville, Ohio.
And
who are figuring out right now how to play cards.
Do you think there's anything here? Because there's nothing here. There's no boxes or anything.
We did just hear from someone claiming
Something's happening here. I could fucking stairs.
Is there an exit to this dungeon?
I found more stairs, except I was too distracted with the door to pay attention.
Oh my god!
What?
Okay, I'm actually fighting something now.
They refused to allow me that chance. The statement continues
Hey, Fred, do you have any books on you?
Made clear to them that I would only do a live interview. A CNN reporter knocked on my door and asked me to tape an interview. I declined.
Okay, there's nothing here,
To
right?
correct the many inaccuracies which have been reported by some media. Now, we disagree with that. Through the same representative, the
I was just getting it prepared in case it was ever
offer
needed.
of a live interview, and that is why he must decline. I'll say the coaches come on this program any time, but without conditions. There's a lot more happening tonight. Up next, with everyone
I don't have any blocks. I just
another
want
gun massacre like the one in Newtown, Connecticut, we're going to tell you about a little-known provision in the Healthcare Reform Act that could shut down research on public health consequences of gun ownership.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Behind you.
The connections of today's
There's a stack of dirt.
Invest with confidence.
What is the point?
Behind you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no thank you. There's nothing there.
Dude, we can't fix that halfway.
Oh, I'm fighting a death zone.
I never got to see what the enemies look like.
All I thought was a death zone and zombies. That's it.
I need you.
I want to do yes, of course. Doors!
Dude, this thing is so cool.
Doors! Doors!
I don't understand them though.
I've heard it's like a password door. We could have been a while here if it was. Yeah, you need to do all that we do. Doors!
Door!
This is a horrible.
I know, this is an endless maze.
So, we're over 100 blocks. We're at like height 11 to begin with. You're bad, Fred. You gotta make stairs for now on. You're not making.
This is never gonna end. Oh, it just ended. When I said it was never. Never had to go all the way back down.
Yeah, I'm too lazy.
All the time.
Doors!
Okay, I gotta go the other one.
Door!
Door!
Make it stop.
Okay.
I'm running out of dirt. I gotta spawn some.
Bad teammate. I know we were in it together. You can make it really hard this extra one because you're too lazy to make
Okay,
stairs.
there's nothing here. There's nothing. There's nothing here. Go back.
In some ways, a very different world. Also today, the room provided another Congressman Gabby Giffords.
This is the most pointless dungeon in the world.
But the door is going
Look,
in.
it's the moment. Captured by a White
Here it
House
is right here.
photographer.
We need to go up these
President
now.
Obama got word of the
Oh, you
Newtown
were dirt.
massacre. The president called it the worst day of his presidency.
Dirt.
Consequently, he's made gun control a key part of the second-term agenda. But you might not be aware that the big accomplishment of his first term, the health care bill, contains a little-known item about guns.
Oh no,
I
no.
thought this place was like have a coffin or something. I thought this place was cool.
It was pushed into the
No.
bill by the National Rifle Association.
We're in a wing. I just feel like that. We're in the wing of the castle. Forget this. I want to the center.
What is the point of this dungeon? There's nothing here.
But the NRA objected.
I'm
They wanted to
just
have them
falling
live.
downstairs
Their cars
now.
come on 360.
I should have brought my feather fall boot.
Okay, how are we gonna get back down?
By
They're reporting
falling.
this somewhat strange story. Peter, thanks for joining us. You know, I have to
Alright,
say,
I give up.
as a doctor,
Door.
Screw
I
you.
was surprised to read about these provisions in the
Ow.
Affordable Care Act. You've been investigating this for a while.
Look.
How did it get into the bill?
Dude, this is so pointless. Go outside.
Well,
It's so pointless going here.
is a powerful organization on
No,
Capitol
I'm
Hill.
not
They
going
spend a lot of
any
money
more
on lobbying,
stairs.
and they did lobby
Doors.
Congress and the Senate, specifically in the final days of the health care debate back in 2010, and they got the
There's
provision
some other
added.
stairs.
It's not a very long provision, but they got it added on the Senate
I'm
floor
not
at the
going up
end.
any stairs anymore.
And it was actually Senator Reid, Senator Harry Reid, the majority leader, who put it in.
Okay, I made it out alive.
Now, I heard this.
We're at cloud height.
Outright forbid.
Yeah, well, I kind of gave up and left.
Or prevention program from asking a patient if they
You're
own a
not dying.
firearm. But it does say they can't write it down, they can't provide any data to the government agencies for research purposes.
No.
And you say that's in the NRA's
Alright, which way do we go?
1990s.
Well, first, for one, I'm getting my
The
stuff.
NRA did speak to us when we did the story. My colleague and I, Tom Hamburger, when we wrote the story.
All the doors and stairs I had to go to.
Insurance companies, if there was a database selected as part of the law, that insurance companies would discriminate against gun owners. The senator.
Dude, I was all the way up at cloud height.
Stated
It's so pointless going in there. There's nothing there.
I need my stuff.
They would eliminate the chance
At least I would fight
that
something.
There's nothing there. All I see is his dead end staircase.
Wait. Why would they include that if there's nothing in there?
I wasn't expecting it to be TNT proof.
It's probably a work in progress.
Like, I bet you the building's just for a troll.
To the Centers for Disease Control.
The trees.
After everything, in fact, you cited some data. I think that's probably from those CDC studies. When those came out, the NRA was very upset, and they got Congress to limit that funding, and that's been a goal ever since, because the NRA argues that those studies are biased and are politically motivated.
And they talk about 2.7 times, I believe, more likely to be involved with homicide, or 4.5 times or so more likely to be involved with suicide.
Well, the front of school head up, if you find anything, especially in Dodge,
Affordable care specifically says that companies can't discriminate, period, against gun owners or anybody. And we couldn't find any evidence. Is the broader issue that NRA lobby for this because they want to separate guns from
I disputedly refuse to help you like
That's
that.
the NRA's argument, that they believe, they argue, they say that guns should not be considered a public health issue, that they felt that researchers and doctors at the CDC and in the government have looked at guns as a pathogen, and they say that that's unfair, that gun rights are protected in the Second Amendment, and that it shouldn't be that way. Now, what's interesting is that now that the Obama administration is starting to look at it, Congress is starting to look at possibly new gun laws, they're looking for data to support something that might actually work. And the data, they say, doesn't exist because of these restrictions over the years that have been placed on gun research.
You know, we reached out to HHS as well for clarification on these provisions, what they mean specifically, how they impact patients. They didn't comment on that. I was curious, have you spoken to the White House about that possibility of this being taken out of the health system?
Yeah, so the White House really just questions to the Senate. You know, frankly, a lot of people called the administration on the Hill weren't even aware of this provision until we brought it to their attention, and they got a little bit of coverage, but nobody really put it together in a big way. And so a bunch of medical groups, especially pediatricians, who are very concerned because, as a matter of their guidelines, they ask new parents about gun ownership in the home and recommend safety measures. So they're very concerned, and they brought their concerns to the administration and asked for those to be changed. And we don't know yet whether that's going to be carefully looked at.
I don't care about
Peter, thanks so much for the background. I really appreciate you joining us. I want to keep the discussion going now. Dr. and Forbes magazine contributor Carolyn McClanahan.
Dude, I'm nearly home. I just found our Hydra fight.
I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, away from the portal. I want to find more.
You want to TV kill me? They can bring back some good memories.
Provisions are essentially just a scare tactic.
Remember how good that fight was, the whole Hydra fight.
Well, you know, since the 90s, like you stated, the NRA has inserted itself
Hydra
into
killing
healthcare
everything.
in numerous states and in the healthcare law. And when I read the law, it was strictly advising. So it's an intimidation tactic to me. It's a position. I'm in Florida. They have a law right now that's being appealed on a dad rule of physicians being able to talk about gun control or just gun safety or anything to do with guns at all. And so that's a little frightening.
In Florida last year, and people may not know about this, a law was pushed through by the governor making it a crime. I got instructed for doctors to even ask if they own a gun. Again, a crime for asking. A federal judge overturned that ruling, but now the governor has vowed to appeal it. Some other states are having similar laws. You live in Florida, there's a lot about that. What can you tell us about that?
Well, you know, this one goes a step further. At least with the healthcare law, the ACA, there really weren't any teeth. There was no punishment if you didn't pass it, if you didn't be asked about guns and had any issues. With the Florida law,
Okay, dude, I'm nearly home.
First off, you can ask.
Okay, well, I'm still exploring.
You think there might be a
Okay, I'm
problem.
going home.
Well,
Okay, I found your giant fire mark.
relevant medical
That's
problems
far
that you
away
ask about them.
forever.
So it's very specific territory. You know, the other problem is $5,000 for
Found my way home.
an unintended violation, up to $40,000 fine for a willful violation. That's scary. So it's going to make physicians not want to ask about that. You know, I find it very ironic that the NRA wants to create a list of all the people who have mental health illnesses, create a database. They don't want physicians to ask what ill patients if they have firearms. It just doesn't make sense.
I need a food chest.
And you say simply having the conversation can diminish these suicides and homicides that we've been talking about. I do want to point out something along those lines, especially with regard to numbers.
Return to job all our
Look at
children.
these numbers. These are specifically from the CDC. 5,740 children and teens were killed in 2008 and 2009 from guns. More than 34,000 were injured during that same time. And some numbers up here. Hang on one second, Doctor. Guns are the third leading cause of death for kids age 5 to 14. These numbers, I think, really are why doctors see this.
Infrared, I found a maze.
Would you agree
Found the hedge maze.
I need to put some stuff. Was it a hedge maze? Yeah.
Yeah, want to explore it?
Yeah.
You know, physicians basically want continued. They want continued research and can find out what's happening along the lines of firearms and healthcare. We're just not provide basic gun education. Studies have shown if you ask parents, especially pediatricians, ask parents, you keep it unlocked and you keep it unloaded, keep the ammunition
Oh my god, I'm under attack by the bugs.
guns, that decreases the chance of death from firearms. And so why is the NRA fighting physicians? Why don't they work with us and all of us help educate people in better gun safety?
Okay, under attack by the bugs. Not lagging.
Yeah, Twilight Force is extremely laggy.
Ooh, I got cobwebs.
The second I come in here, my frames go to 20 to 30. But when I'm in the overworld, they're up in the 60s and 70s. Vine, no vine.
Oh, I see another chest.
Step forward on the road to recovery. And just ahead, we're going to tell you what's next in her treatment and also how authorities plan to protect her from the Taliban moving forward.
Storm spiders.
Dude, the loot kind of sucks. Nothing good.
Hedge spiders.
I do want to work.
Hi, very good. People are always asking me how we make this guy collector. So what do you think to use to be on the scene?
One more.
Coffee cup, for example, is completely animated. Not real. Got those customers satisfied. This computer animated coffee, look, tastes dreadful. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Someone give me an answer, will you, please? Like a lot of things, trying to find a better therapeutic is frustrating. So at the University of Phoenix, we're working with a growing list of almost 2,000 corporate partners, companies like Microsoft, American Red Cross, and Adobe, to create options for you. Not only that, we're using what we learned from
Yeah.
partners to shape our curriculum.
Getting attacked by
Find
everything.
the job you want.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Like what? Oh, I think it's remember, like if they get mad at you if you cheat.
So we're gonna go broke and I'll
Heck, what here, you?
fairly, so...
Did you speak up a little?
Oh my god, there's so many of the spiders. There's like 20 of them.
I'm downloading and stop finding everything. It should be by who has the least amount of coverage in their life. Say no to sharing. Say yes to Sprint. With truly unlimited data, text, and calling. The year's most talked about people talked to Piers Morgan. The big interviews of 2012 from the famous to infamous. Piers Morgan, the entertainer. CNN tonight, 9 Eastern. Getting a 20-foot wall into the canvas takes vision. So we're getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you. live Monday night at 7.
Well, some really good news to report tonight. Take a look at this. Malala Yousafzai, Pakistani teenager who was shot by Taliban gunmen in October, walked out of a London hospital today. No wheelchair. She walked. There's more surgery and treatment ahead. There's a neurosurgeon, I can tell you, it is remarkable progress. I want to remind you that Malala's
Okay, let's
condition
split up a little.
just after the attack, she was shot in the head. We know the bullet grazed her brain. It is remarkable that she survived. You know, Malala has become an international symbol of courage. Her crusade for girls' education is what made her a target of Taliban. But she's never backed down in the face of their threats. And the next month, surgery to replace the shattered portion of her skull with either her own bone or a titanium plate. Still got a long recovery ahead, but again, it's amazing how far she's come. And Matthew Chance joins me now. Matthew, I think you'd agree. I mean, it's pretty remarkable to even look at those images. Do you know what Malala and her family are planning to do now? They're planning to stay in Britain?
Don't tell me that!
Right, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, nobody really thought she'd be able to get up so quickly from those terrible injuries she sustained. Well, it's interesting, that question, because over the past couple of...
Go fight him! Now!
Brayden, you're not feeling good.
Want to know what I did the last 5 hours? I played a round of golf. Then I read a book about teaching myself how to play guitar. Then 10 miles while knitting myself a sweater.
Justice!
Jumped out of a plane. Finally, I became a ping pong master. All recording. My debut album. How you ask? 5-hour energy. 8 hours energy now. No crash later. Wait to see the next 5 hours.
Still alive! Oh my god!
Says you're being back.
$10. Delivery, dine in, or carry.
Out of this world pizza.
Pizza Hut's $10 any pizza deal is that.
Make it great. We just raised the bar on stage, introducing Golden Corral's brand new sirloin fillets cooked just the way you like. But that's not all. It's our amazing jumbo shrimp, halibut shrimp, and more, all for the same low price. Our new sirloin fillets, they're non-stop. Amazing and only at Golden Corral. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Here's cover, Kevin. Hi, Belinda. Wait, I have insurance. So person, come help.
Hey, Grandma! That looks really nice.
I see who it is.
Thanks, calling the head of it, Jimmy.
You're not helping. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That is getting to a better state. Technically, these don't exist. It's slower than a Black Hawk, but it can hide. You really believe this story? Osama bin Laden? There's nobody else coming to the rescue. So it's just us. I'm cool with that.
Found another head you made.
Found another what?
Head you made.
Alright, hold on, coming. Load.
You are right! Get a hot and ready pepperoni pizza from my ovens or a 3-3 at Little Caesar Pizza Pizza.
Wait, hold on. Oh, edge me. Thanks, edge me.
Championship opponent for Kofi Intercontinental Championship.
Oh my god.
Kofi kicks it out to a hot start. These two have had an incredible fight between each other.
I got Diamond Howard.
Congratulations on your victory. footage of me to try and tear me down, just like everybody else. It's a scandal. Why don't you have a look at the real Kobe Kingston? The Kobe Kingston who this past week on Main Event attacked me from behind after I'd already defeated 3 of the WWE superstars. Well, it didn't work then, did it? And it's not going to work tonight either, because I assure you, I'm going to defeat Kobe Kingston. And when I do, he's out of options, he's out of chances, and he's out of luck. So tweet about it, tout about
Okay,
it,
I think
do
we got
whatever
it
you
heated
want
and
to
they're
do.
mad.
Because when I defeat Kobe Kingston tonight, I'll walk away and we'll take the Continental Champion. Thank you for your time, Wade, Josh, ABL. Back to you. Thank you, man, and we'll hear from the Kobe Kingston.
Okay. We are officially locked together.
Background's a little ridiculous. Sorry. I can't hear you. And, well. Yawn. What's that? Oh, that's my giant tower. Where was that?